Hey guys, it's Zach. Welcome to today's game. Today we're going to be covering the movie Carrie, the 1976 Brian De Palma classic based on the Stephen King novel. One of my all-time favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see it, okay? So today we're going to be making what is called the Bloody Carrie. Now, of course, it has to be a drink based off of blood. So you're going to start with a cocktail shaker full of ice. You are going to squeeze the juice of a freshly squeezed lemon in here, but you're going to reserve one slice for garnish and cut a little score down the middle. Then you are going to put sriracha, hot sauce if you'd like. Really, Bloody Marys, or Bloody Marias is actually what this is technically, because we're going to use tequila. Bloody Marys are really just as customizable as you want. You can do whatever you like with them. You know, it's all about whatever you feel like doing. Some olive juice. Worcestershire sauce, you've got to use Worcestershire sauce. That's the one thing I think we can all agree on about Bloody Marys, is it's got to have Worcestershire sauce. I put liquid smoke in mine because mezcal is smoked tequila and it really amps up that flavor a little bit and makes it a little more different. I'm weird, and this is how weird it's going to get. I'm going to put a little dash of smoked paprika in it. I love the flavor of smoked paprika, and it really honestly adds so much to this mezcal drink. Alright, that covered everything, I do believe. Now, we're going to use mezcal, which is smoked tequila. It's made, the leftover hearts of the agave plant are thrown into a charcoal pit, then they're mashed, filtered, and this is mezcal essentially. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add a 2 count of lime juice. You can get it freshly squeezed. This brand's great. It makes making cocktails so much easier. 1, 2. And then finally, a small can, or say about 6 ounces of low sodium V8 or V8 or spicy V8, whichever one you like to use. Perfect. Now you're going to shake it for about 10 seconds. Take the lid off. This is always the hardest part for me. Pour into your glass. The reason I did that over the sink is the last time I made a Bloody Mary I didn't have quite such luck. Now for garnishes. I am going to put a stalk of celery, 4 olives, a straw to drink down some of this, some tagine. You can find it in the Hispanic aisle of any grocery store, really good. And finally, black pepper. Slice of lemon, and you've got yourself the Bloody Carrie, is what I meant to say, but the video got cut off, and I honestly just got tired of standing up and such, so I decided to just do the drinking game portion as a selfie, because just a wave of exhaustion passed over me whenever I did that for some strange reason. I don't know why. Anyways, here we go with the drinking game, you guys. Whenever they throw tampons, whenever the teacher gets way too aggressive with her students, every time Carrie starts to realize that she can move things with her mind, every time Piper Laurie just chews scenery and overacts everything she's in, so every scene she's in. Take 2 drinks whenever they say dirty pillows, and 1 for each of your dirty pillows. Every time the closet is mentioned, every time Margaret says Eve was weak, so have a drink handy for that one scene in particular, because you are going to fucking need it with these roles. Finish your drink by the time Carrie stands up to her mother. I feel like that's a good intermission to make another one. Take a drink when they say, when anytime her mother saying they're all gonna laugh at you is repeated. Take a drink when the bucket falls, and the blood hits Carrie. Take a drink when the bucket falls and hits Tommy and his Art Garfunkel hair. Um, Take a drink when Margaret stabs Carrie. Take a drink when Carrie, in turn, hurls flying pie trivets at fucking Margaret and kills her with everything she can find. Like, goddamn, they had some appliances in that house. Whenever Margaret dies and is making her death orgasm, I swear to God, I thought she was coming the first time I saw it. You know, like when I was growing up and I knew what coming was. The first time I saw it, I was like 7 and didn't know anything about that. Okay, moving on. All right. And then finally, take a drink whenever Carrie's hand pops out of the grave at the end. You guys are gonna get fucked up.